Hello and welcome back to the channel where we are building a video game from scratch using Love2d and Lua. Oh, and today is the 500th episode of this channel. So it's a crazy cool milestone. I just want to thank, everyone who's followed me on Twitch, anyone who's subbed on YouTube. It's really cool to see the progression of the channel and the growth in subs. I think we weren't even at 100 subs at the beginning of this year, and then we're coming up on 300 on YouTube, so that's huge. And then I think we're at like 185 on Twitch right now, so just really cool. So thanks everyone for the support and for the love and the encouragement. I'll keep making stuff. I don't expect anyone to watch them, but it's cool that I can use the channel as a sort of bounce board for not only staying coding consistently, but also getting ideas from the community. I know a couple of people have reached out and given some ideas that I like, so all of that, changes and inspires the game. So here's to 500 more. Let's do it. Yeah, today is going to be a shorter day. Today's been like my first day off in 12 days. So I'm, I was happy to kind of veg out and play some Pokemon today. So I don't expect we get much done on the game, but we want to update this signpost so it has the correct text, right? We want to add another villager NPC into this room and have them maybe walk around. And then we want to kind of redraw some of this stuff to kind of force, a certain to limit the movement so that we have a more concise play area, so that when we deploy to the web, there's only a couple of things to really kind of get led into, right? Where we're like, oh, there's a dungeon over here, and then we can add, maybe like a tree and a top one up there, so they can either come down here and explore that, or come over here and explore the dungeon with the geckos. So we want to kind of tailor the experience so that they don't just accidentally walk upwards and then keep walking upwards thinking that there's interesting stuff, because it's really just template placeholder drawn stuff there. So we don't have much of anything interesting just yet. So let's go to our map declarations, and we're going to come in here and we're going to put the flower garden over here. So we're going to say, left is the flower bed. And then let's see about how we're going to add the NPC. So right here, we're adding the first villager into map 111, which is in what I call the other world, which is the subsequent 10 by 10 maps. So all we do is say, go into that table and instantiate an entity into the NPC table, and type is type. I'm not sure where we're using the type. I think type is how we're using the state machine, but maybe not. We're kind of manually assigning it here. We have two different options for the state machine, the horizontal or the square. So we can, I'm not sure if we're doing anything with type. Let's see, that was not what I wanted. We do have a type. I don't really see where we're using if type is mage or anything like that. We do have a type for process AI, so maybe we have that. Otherwise, you know, we have just a way to give it distinguishable type. I don't think we're actually using it anywhere just yet. So if we wanted to do another one of these, and we want maybe a villager too, you know, like I want to figure out a more a cleaner way of doing this. Like, I guess it might make sense to have like defined instantiations in their own files. I don't know. It's hard because throughout the game the NPCs might move, you know. So I'm not exactly sure what a decent way to go about it is. Let's check where the what scene number this is, because look, we're at map 8.3 here, but we'll teleport here over to 2.11. So 2.11 is where we want to insert this 2.11 villager 2. So we're gonna give it villager 1's animations because we don't have a villager 2. Type is still villager 1, but we're gonna say villager 2 index over here, and villager index, actually, yeah, villager 2 index. Okay. And all these 111s need to be 211. Okay, and then we've got a couple more over here. Okay. And another. You know, I guess looking at this, you know, we might want to distill this step into a function. Here's like some like, here's like an example of what it would be called. It'd be called something like insert NPC, and it takes in an entity. Here you would take in, you know, a map row and column of which to put it. It would take in an ND definition, which, see, this is the hard part because we kind of define it. This is like a fancy way of doing a class instantiation. We're not saying entity parentheses. We're saying entity curly brace and then defining all the stuff. So that's the part that, you know, that might have to get nasty. But if we do, I think we would be able to do a declaration in there and then kind of just do more stuff like this and then option, right? Because ideally all of this junk that we do, ideally all we do is say, you know, one line like this, and then it'll insert it into the right spot so that we can insert entities a little easier. I guess it's not it's a good idea, but I don't think it's super necessary because there's not as many talking NPCs as there are other entity characters. You know, most of the stuff is creatures and stuff, not as much humans. So we'll get around to that. Oh, here is 2 more we missed. Okay. We might be okay with that. Let's see. We want an option of not horizontal, but square. That's the one the mage currently has. Let's see. Oh. Bed argument 1 and entity 68. Oh. First of all, that's not a real thing. Wow. We were able to do it. Oh, you know, he doesn't have the collision detection. But we need to scoot him down. So we'll just say, you know, villager 2 is going to be a little lower. We're going to have maybe 3 pixels down, 3 tile sizes down. And then we can get on some redrawing here. We still, I believe, yeah, see, that's cool. So he's there. He's got that. Let's give him a unique dialogue as opposed to the other one. So instead of saying dialogue box here with a what do you want, maybe we can have like a bed costs 5 gems a night. Something like that. I don't think we'll have, I don't know what we're calling the rupees, but let's just see. We want to make sure, actually, let's make sure. So look, this guy's got plenty danger around, but there's treasure. This guy's got what do you want? And then the guy down here has a bed costs 5 gems a night. And then we'll add like a little bed or something in there. I don't know. You know, I don't have any big plans for these houses. I'm just trying to flesh out the game so it looks a little more developed. And then, you know, just to test how adding NPCs works, to test how dialogue system works, to test all these different things and see what works. And we've got a flower bed. Cool. So I think we're at the part where we can just draw and add a little bit better things. This looks way wrong, doesn't it? Yeah, this looks way wrong. Oh, there we go. Oh my god. Okay. Okay, so for the flower bed, we'll bracket it off, right? So we need, it's almost like I just want to restart it, you know? Let's start with grass. And then the hard thing is, like, we want to make sure we don't accidentally block. We don't want to have something like this, for example, because you could walk up here and then gets caught and then collision detect. So we want to be able to kind of block it out. So like maybe we do like a moat where maybe the moat starts up here. And actually, we need the first pixel here. If we don't do the first frame of that, it won't add the animation. So we'll add like a little moat here so you can't walk past it. And then maybe, you know, maybe like a little edge. It looks like too many pixels too wide, right? I mean, I guess it's right. It looks weird because we shrink the top by 1 so that we can fit the HUD at the bottom. So if this is our kind of that part, Oh my goodness. We did it all to the wrong layer. We do this all the time. Okay. So what I want to do is copy all this. Actually, I want to cut it and then go to our ground tiles. And then I want to erase all this. I guess I could just paste over it. How are we off by one over here? Okay. Okay, that's what's throwing me off. Okay. So if this is our flower bed, on the above ground we want this. Now this is the part where we want to block off. So like we want no way to walk down here, but that means we block here, which means we'd have to block here because we can't walk into it. So I don't want to necessarily block this. So maybe what we can do is add like a little pathway down here. So let's maybe the pathway's here because we do need to block this part. So let's do this. And maybe have the dirt path go down this way. It's not terribly exciting just yet, all this empty stuff, but okay. Okay, so yeah, maybe we have the dirt path go a little further. Like we can have the flowers here. I don't think I like that, but for right now, it's okay. We just want to make sure that this stuff is all blocked off. So we can put... Oh, that was above ground. Man, we jack up everything, man. Yeah, undo all that. We have to remember to be on the right layer, because that's driving me crazy. Let's do this again. You know what? I like it like that. I don't like it too much flowers. I think that's good. So that's the ground level. Above ground level, we can use, we can use these bad boys to block this off. Okay. And then there's nothing really down there. Ideally, we can kind of block that off so that they don't go too far. Maybe we can put like a roadblock. The only thing is we can't reassign downwards. We can get rid of that because I think it's an unnecessary restriction, but maybe we can have yeah. I don't like the idea of a signpost facing upwards that you can read from the other direction, so we'll probably just change it so that all signposts can be read from any direction. But we can put like a block here, as if it's like under construction or something. So if they walk down here, we'll put a little sign. So what we can do here is put a sign right here on the above ground layer. So we've blocked them from going over there too far. We blocked them from going up there. So we can block, we can say, we could do something similar, put a little sign here. It says like, developer hasn't made this yet. Hold your horses. And then build out this way. Yeah, it's hard because if we ever put a fence post on an edge, we have to put it on the corresponding edge because players can get stuck if they don't do that. And then this is fine, like we can leave all this stuff. We can put a little sign here on the above ground layer, and then yeah, at least we can say danger this way or something on this signpost, and then we can put something there. All this stuff is undone. This is looking better though, so let's see and make sure this is working. So we want to export this as, actually it is a save as, not a master, it is an export as. Export as a global map here. Overwrite it, and then we'll play it in our game here. Wow. Yeah, I don't like the water up there, so we'll probably change that. But we could potentially add a dialog box over there. The flower bed is pretty. I like that. We might want to add a fence so you can't walk up to the water or something. It's nice we got that blocked off. We can make that look a little prettier too. Let's go here. I don't like the water up here. We will just do this. I think the water is fine over there. I don't care. Yeah, maybe we can put a little flower up there just because. Gosh, and that's okay. Above ground level is for things like the signpost, but on ground, actually above ground, we can't do that, can we? We need to add transparent flowers. We don't have that yet. So, this is okay. Maybe we will just put the fence over there so it doesn't look like such a eyesore. What happened there? What is happening there? Okay. Oh my, that's okay. Okay, that looks all okay. This looks okay. Yeah, that's looking okay. I think I want other stuff here. I don't know if I like the posts. Looks like such an eyesore. So maybe we can add just like a tree stump. We don't have much things to add. Yeah. We'll have to do some more art here coming up. Oh, maybe we can add the secret tunnel down there. That doesn't work just yet, but that is a collidable map object, so you can't walk through it. So at least we can kind of tease that something might be down there. And you can't walk on it just yet. Maybe we can add a little sign. And then that's looking okay, actually. I like that. Okay, we exported it. Cool. I don't like it feels so under construction, but it really is. Like, we're putting that stuff there because it is under construction. So I do think right now, if we hit the A button to interact, and we're on top of the signpost, it's not doing anything. We did that because the sign is printed in the front, so we made it so that you can't face down there. But I don't think that is useful, especially with this current test build. So we're gonna have to we're gonna take this off. I think it's in our dialog box class, and it's if it's in the direction when we're facing down. No, it might be. If the player does not equal down, we become paused. Else, do this. Okay, so I think we're gonna get rid of this. I think we're just gonna. If our direction does not equal down, yeah, then we do this thing. I think we can get rid of this. Let's see. We should be able to interact with it from above now. So let's try. Okay, yeah. That feels, I think that's just better. Oh, this is cute. Oh, I like this. Okay, so right now, we can't interact with this thing over here. So, how would we interact with that thing over there? Well, we have to insert a dialog object, or a signpost object. If we look at our signposts, where do we do it? We do insert a dialog box object. So the dialog box object is like a space in which to listen for a interaction. Then it's a text, and it's also a location for the hitbox, essentially. So we have it based there, that tile size times 7, tile size times 4. That's how we index into which row and column the dialog box is for. So I don't want to get too carried away with this, because if we ever move the signposts, we have to remember to move them out of here and everything. But we can keep it cleaner if we, if this is all the 7 2s, we'd probably want to come up with some script where we save. I don't know if we want to save them all in one file, or just have them down here at the bottom. I don't really know, but let's try to add it. We'll go one by one and try to add. So the first one here is on map 7-2, and it is the 5th. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tiles over. So 6 tiles over on 7-2. So this is going to say it's going to be 7-2. The x is going to be 0. No, the x is going to be, gosh, what'd I say? 6 over or 5 over? It's going to be 0 on the y because it's at the very top. And it's going to say, just for now, it's just going to say hello. Just so we can see if it's actually in there. 5. Yes. Okay, so where the 5 comes from is, this is 1, 2, 3, oh my gosh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So it's 6 tiles over, but we have to say tile size times 5 because tile size times 1 would put us right here. 0 puts us here. So by putting 5 times tile size, that gives us tile size times 1 here, then 2, 3, 4, and 5, and that's where the dialog box is. So we can add proper text now. Not what I wanted. Yeah, let's go. Maybe we can say Ice Mountain is up there. So let's go and walk through the next one. So this should be Ice Mountain is up there. Yeah, and how do we do tavern? We do tavern and then up, up. Okay, let's keep it consistent. Ice Mountain, up, up. And then the next one is over to the left here. And it is on 7-1. Gosh, I gotta write this down. 7-1. And it looks like we are at an X of tile size. And then a Y of tile size 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so let's add that, and this will be the under thing or whatever we want to call it. So we would do the same thing. We would come in here and we would insert a dialog box into 7-1, and the X is tile size and the Y is tile size times 4. I think that's right. And then we can say beware of wild creatures. And then we can put an arrow that way. Okay. I don't know if I like the all caps. We'll be playing around with it, but it's like flower bed is this way. Beware of wild. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What happened, man? Why'd we get cut off? We get cut off. Beware of wild creatures. So when creatures gets put, I think we're not, man, I think this is one more bug. Because what's weird is if we had one more word here, like of, I think creatures would probably fit. Which is weird. No. Okay. So creatures just might be too, I don't know why it would not fit there. Okay, I have no idea why it doesn't fit there. If if we had less text, does it fit? Okay, this is weird, man. Oh, man. I don't know why. I don't know why. I thought we had fixed this yesterday. Why is it that when we want to add just a slightly longer word, it just doesn't know how to print it? That is just ridiculous. And what's really ridiculous is like it works if we give it a space and another word. It just doesn't work. I don't know why. We have to go sift through that code again and figure out this issue. But for now, it works there. Let's get this next one. Okay, we need to add one here. It is on 8.1. And the X is tile size 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then a Y of tile size 2. So let's go add that and we'll call it danger boring. Boring. Okay, this is 8.2. No, 8.1. 8.1. And it is a tile size of 8 and 2. And it'll say under construction. Cool. Now, if we were to add a ... does it get cut off? Son of a... Alright, well, we gotta fix that. I don't know where we went wrong, but that's wrong, man. That's so wrong. Okay, let's get the next one. Okay, this one is on 7.3, and it is a tile size of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7, and tile size 1, 2, 3. 7, 3, 7, 3. Easy enough. So 7.3, and we say it is a tile size 7.3. Nice. Cool. And then here we can put road to Ice Mountain. You know, right here. And this is kind of cool. So like throughout development, you know, when people come in here to play the undeveloped game, they can at least read the sign and be like, oh, Ice Mountain is that way. But at least it's planned out, but it's not actually there. Here's 7.4. And we are at a tile size of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 and 0 on the Y because it's at the very top. So we can add that this was 7-4, and it was tile size 8 and 0. Sweet. Okay. Yeah, I mean, clearly that's not a very smooth transition. But we can have, I don't know. I don't want to add too many signs because they're not even in the right spots just yet. But it's nice to have the signs that are here to not be empty, but interactable. So let's add this one. It is at 8-3. And a tile size of... My bad. Tile size of 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 8-3, and then tile size 4 and 6. What do we call it? The inn. We messed something up. It looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 1, 6. Yeah. 4 and 6. Not 4 and 4. Maybe I'll say bed inside or something. I don't know. But, yeah. Bed inside. And then we can do... Sweet. Starting to feel, you know, with not too much work, it's starting to feel more fleshed out, and you can't walk out on certain stuff. Kind of, you know, start to direct people a little more intentionally. You know, ideally it's not directed by these signposts everywhere, so that there's fences everywhere. But at least for now, it helps kind of restrict some movement. Now, I think what I want to do, I think I want to make... Because I don't like that you have to kind of walk down to avoid this. Like, once you're down here walking straight left, you get stuck here. So I either want to make the pathway visible, or let's just raise this up so it's not as much water, and then I think we'll call it there, just like a little square of water. So what we'll do is we just want to move this stuff. Yo, how do we, what is this? We just want to scoot this bottom up here. So this one is now here. And then these corners are now up here. Yeah. And then this can be... Yeah. And then I actually want the pathway to come in here. That still is the same issue though. You have to walk up. But the pathway is more readable there. I don't know. It's not a big deal. We'll leave it like that. Yeah, well, once we get some more terrain designed, then we can have a big day of doing some level design, architecture, kind of big picture thinking about like how we want to design the levels and stuff. But for right now, let's just give it a test. Okay, flower bed, sweet. Yeah, the fact that the pathway kind of leads into it, I think it makes me feel better about it. Okay. That's not open yet. I don't like, you know, maybe I can say like you cannot enter without a light. You know, you cannot enter without light. So that it's not that. It's just blocking you. Okay. So yeah, maybe for that one, for the Beware Wild Creatures, we say you cannot enter without light. And then at some point, I'll have to fix this dialogue bug where we put a longer string and it doesn't work. See, that one works fine. Man, what happened there? Okay. Sweet. I'm happy with that. You know, it's starting to feel more designed, less free reign, and we have got more signposts, so now people can actually interact with it easier. We'll still have to change the help dialogues and everything like that, so that we have updated help so that people can learn how to play. And then also on the web deployment, I want to leave instructions on the HTML to be like, hey, you know, WASD, P is your interact, because it's not very clear that P is interact and enter is start and O is the B button. It's not very intuitive, so I'll add that onto the website deployment so people can at least see the controls, and also add them to in-game. But yeah, it's coming together. Let's do a git commit here, and we'll say, actually, I want to do a git diff and make sure we didn't accidentally delete some weird stuff. We added a village or two. We took out some comments. We added a whole bunch of dialogue box for the signposts. We took out our directional dialogue rendering. So yeah, that's about all we did. So what did I just do? Let's add, and we'll say added multiple signposts interactions and NPC in what? the other cabin. Yeah. But that'll be it. Oh, okay, it worked. Get pushed. I'll be back tomorrow. I'll see if I can fix this dialogue bug off stream, because I don't think people want to see me debug that. If I can figure it out, I'll walk through the solution on stream, but then tomorrow on stream, I think I want to potentially figure out how to kind of functionalize our warp zone process. So I don't like having to guess the X and Y of both the warp zone and the player warp position for 2 warp points, because every warp zone needs a place to warp to, and every place to warp to needs a place to warp back. And those things, I don't want to have to guess that stuff, because we want a speedy development for, we want to be able to say, give me a warp zone at tile size 210, so it's at the bottom second row over or whatever. We want to be able to just say 210, give me a warp zone, and then have the player's X and Y position not collide with the other warp zone to warp you back. So I maybe will work on that tomorrow, or potentially, I don't know, maybe making, I don't know what else, to be honest. But we're about at the point where we're gonna do a new web deployment so that people can try it, but there's still not much to try. So at least we've got the geckos in the dungeon. Maybe we can have a signpost that teaches you how to use the inventory system inside the tavern. Maybe there's like a poster on the wall and you can read it for instructions as a sort of like in-game tutorial on how to equip different spells and stuff. Because I don't think new players find it that intuitive to press enter to pull up your inventory system, and then press O to swap over, and then press P to enable certain stuff, and then enter again. I don't think that's very intuitive for people. So yeah, maybe we'll add some instructions in the tavern for that. Maybe we'll add some interior decoration pixel art for these cabins, because right now they're just completely empty. And then we also still got to add the collision detection for the gecko entities. So we've got a couple of things on our list to kind of tidy up, but we're doing good. We already get pushed, so we will call it a night. But let's raid out here, and I will catch y'all tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Hey, happy episode 500. That's awesome. Yeah, 500. That's nuts. Whoa, and Bitcoin just hit $79,000. Holy cow. Oh, wow. That's crazy. 79,000 on Bitcoin today. That is nuts. Holy crap, we almost hit 80? We almost hit 80? What the heck, man? Wow. Up $5,000 in 24 hours. What the heck? That's nuts. Well, happy episode 500. That's nuts. Okay. Have a good night.